Good day, good people. This is your PooleProof wisdom moment. Oh, if I knew then what I know now. How many times have we said that to ourselves in adulthood about the years that preceded when if there were things that we understood, it would have made our lives so much different, so much better, we think. And we think about all of the experience that is now under our belt and how much we could have used it back then. Well, we can't go back, can we? We can't go back to the past and have a back to the future moment and change the trajectory of our lives. But we can give ourselves a bit of grace if we take a little bit of time and we give ourselves perspective by using a tool that I think will be very helpful. I've done it myself a lot to go back and to, if we had the chance, tell our younger selves what we know, what we wish for them, and what we have learned about the lives that we will lead. Have you ever sat down and written a letter to yourself at a particular age where you remember that you were at your most confused, most doubtful, least hopeful, to give yourself perspective today so that you can heal? Because a lot of those wounds we carry from our youth are still within us. Things that we have been taught would never change for us. Things that we have come to believe because of those old experiences will never be allowed for our lives. We can often heal by going back and writing to those selves and reminding ourselves today of what we do know and what we would have told that younger self had we only had the chance. Writing those letters reminds us of who we were, but it also gives us perspective in terms of who we are. In my case, I will tell you, healed a lot because I grew up as a kid without a lot to believe in when it came to what was possible because of a variety of circumstances, many of them deep and cutting and hurtful. Being attacked, being homeless, being hungry, being made fun of, a whole lot of things. And as I grew into adulthood, each of those things had to fall away because if they had not, I would never have been able to move forward. So what I would write back to myself as a kid now, and many of those ages I've passed long ago, is a summary message that clearly says what I've learned here and now is that it will all be okay. You're going to lose a lot. You're going to hurt a lot. You're going to experience things that no kid should ever have to experience. But in the end, however long that is into the future, you will have learned lessons that have completely helped you understand that all of it is going to be something that you survive, something that's going to make you terrifically resilient, something that's going to tap into the indwelled spirit of your existence and help you through it no matter what. There will be tears, there will be suffering, there will be questions to be had that you will not necessarily understand why they happened when they happened at those previous ages. But you will get to a point where you are able to look at it all and say, if this had not been part of my journey, I would not be here today. I would not survive. That's what I tell my kid. That's what I tell 10-year-old, 15-year-old, 25-year-old, 40-year-old Charles, because it's true. Everything, even the hard stuff, is purposeful. It teaches a lesson, and each of those lessons has helped propel me forward. So when I say, had these things not occurred, as difficult as they were at the time that they happened, I would not be here today, it's the truth, good people. And so it is, I find, with most people. But you can't have that perspective then because you just don't know. The benefit of living any number of years is that if you're fortunate, it will teach you how to live the life that you've been given with each length of years that you are blessed to have. So write those letters. Look back upon what you've learned. Look back upon what you've been through and understand how, at that point when you didn't think you'd make it, that you are being positioned to do exactly that. Everything that is happening in your life is preparing you for what comes next. And I hope that you can remember that so that you never lose sight Never lose perspective of what the truth of your individual journey is really about. Look back so that you can live forward. Write a letter to yourself and see how important what you've learned now is to what you didn't know then, and how it was all important to who you are constantly becoming today. And that's your Poolproof wisdom for today. Have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care.